Alrighty, and welcome back. Sorry for that little delay. I was so close, but then just a little bit off. Welcome back. This is the ReGen Invitational. I apologize if your headphones got blown out. I threw a little warning in chat just in case it was too loud. I looked over and the volume for it was just like way too far up there. I was like, oh, I hope no one's dear ears are gone. But this is the ReGen Invitational, the second one. I am Bahamut, one of the casters for the day. I'll be jumping around throughout the bracket, and everyone, I gotta say, I am excited for this. And I just realized as I said that, I didn't make a bracket
Host
command.
connection detected.
Yo!
Routing hollow feed now.
Murda, thank you for the host. Welcome everyone from Murda's stream. Nice little raid right there. Welcome, welcome. We are just getting into this first matchup between OSD and Unicorns. No, not Unicorns United, Rainbow Spectrum. That's the next matchup. I'm just all over the place today. But we are going to be getting a Gazlo ban from OSD. They don't want to deal with the Gazlord on this map. Infernal Shrines being kind of strong for him, to be honest. But it looks like they're really not too worried here. Urel is going to be banned out by the members of Rainbow Spectrum, and I do not disagree with that whatsoever. Urel is extremely powerful at this point, and in the right hands, I think she's really devastating. And I guess so. Maybe really powerful isn't the right term, because it really comes down to, you know, who's kind of got control over her. But we are going to have a Genji ban as well. The hypermobility from that is not something that they're going to want to deal with. And I don't blame that whatsoever. I mean, that's not something that I would want to have jumping around and being in my face the entire time I'm on Infernal Shrines. Hanzo as well, providing some vision for the friendly team, as well as the poke damage that comes out from him is extremely strong. So overall, I gotta say, nice bans coming out. The Gazlo one's a little interesting, but they're gonna go ahead and start out this game with a Jimmy right click. Luxadoria, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream, and welcome to the event. I'm so excited about this. I do gotta say that Murda put on quite the event. I mean, everything is really, like, I know what I'm doing the entire day, and I haven't talked to anyone at all. So like, you know, it's great. It's well put together, but we are going to be getting a Garrosh and an Alexstrasza on the side of Rainbow Spectrum here. I like it. Hey, what's up, Mango? Garrosh and Alexstrasza. Garrosh offers a lot into these shrines where you get displacement, as well as the AoE taunt can be huge. Alexstrasza on a lot of maps where it is point control, much like Towers of Doom, and you also get it on Curse Hollow. So a lot of these points where you're going to contest and fight over them. Dragon Shard is another great example. That dragon form is so extremely powerful to make sure that you are warding off the enemy, as well as those big heals that you can kind of double up. You can get double abundance at that point. It's really powerful. And then we're going to have a Chromie being banned out on the side of Rainbow Spectrum here. And Chromie is like permabanned. I mean, in my games, I was playing Unranked Draft with my friend. He's like, what do I ban? I was like, just ban out Chromie. Like, no one wants to deal with her level of annoyance. And hey, we got people. I love we got people in here just cheering for both teams already. This is going to be awesome. This is also a best of one series. All the games for the first three, actually all the first three games of the day, I think, are all best of threes till you get to the semifinals, which is a best of, sorry, I keep saying best of threes. All the first three matches of the day are best of ones. Then we're gonna have a best of three in the semifinals, and then best of five in the finals, if I'm not mistaken. This isn't okay. This is interesting. This isn't something I've seen in a very long time. The Jaina I like a lot. Jaina offers a lot for clear into the shrine. I think that, oh, thank you, Moistunus, for the 111 bits. Oh, and there was much rejoicing. Thank you. I appreciate that support, my friend. But we have this Lunara. I'm all over the place, but the thing is, like, the Sylvanas is awesome. We'll talk about that in a second. But I love this Lunara to poke some damage into them, as well as you have Malthael to go in there with the Last Rites. I mean, Torrented Souls works great too, but Last Rites, I don't really think there's anything to deal with that. Maybe a Life Binder, but I don't think it's going to trigger quick enough to actually counteract. I don't know. I think I was doing, like, we had this discussion with someone, and it's really, like, you have to get it, like, on, like, the very first, like, beginning of the animation for Last Rites. Where else is this being casted? Oh my god. You can find, I think it is Gravesville, Murda, and I myself, Cat Peach, Swing is, Professor Bobo. And actually, if you go at the bottom of the screen, there should be a little network thing. Hey, Hedgie, what's up? There's a little network thing. There's one for Nexus Gaming Series. If you actually click that tag, it'll show you all of the streamers who are currently streaming under that title. And pretty much all of us agree that the easiest way is we're going to just all stream under that title, so that you can click that and you'll see everyone who is currently doing this. But we're all over the place. Let's go ahead and get into this game number 1. I am way too excited about this. So the Samuro to start this out as well. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that I didn't get to talk about this. The Sylvanas. That's not something we see too often. Sylvanas is an old kind of push that you would see where you would have the Sylvanas, you know, push up with the Immortal, and you had all this extra pressure. But we haven't seen that in so long because Sylvanas has really fallen off. There's a lot of better heroes that you can play on this map that, yes, you're not locking down the towers, but you maybe get a better team fight, you get a better shrine clears. Sylvanas feels very situational for me. Hey, Rag, what's going up, my friend? I'm trying to keep track of like all this. You guys, thank you so much for coming by and supporting the stream. I'm going to be basically... I think all the streamers are basically going to be hosting each other as this progresses, so just stay tuned and we will take you on a ride. But let's go ahead and we're going to get into this. The one thing I didn't check, and I think I might get yelled at here, we are on West, and I hope I don't get in trouble. But let's go ahead and get into this as we have OSD on the left here. We have Woven going to be playing the Jimmy right click. Trent going to be on the Decker Kane. Enigmatic going to be playing the Lunara. Corgi Booty going to be on the Joanna, and Manby going to be on that Malthiel. And then on the right-hand side, we are going to be having Rainbow Spectrum with Orlop going to be on the Garrosh, BM going to be on the Samuro, Captain Quinn going to be dancing on that Sylvanas, Jaxter showing off on the Alexstrasza, and Nemesis on that Jaina. And yep, that is where I'm going to get yelled at. Sorry, that is my fault. That was the one thing I did not check today, is actually making sure that I changed my settings over to East. I will make sure I do that after this game. It is my fault, but either way, let's go ahead and get into this as we have Samuro going to be rotating into that top lane. Looks like they'll be working up there for now. Meanwhile, we have still this little bit of a brawl happening in mid lane. We are going to be getting a nice lockdown from the Deckard Kane there. No follow-up damage just yet, but this will be the start of the rotations between these lanes. Now, we do have Sylvanas in this bottom lane. Captain Quinn going to be maybe getting caught out here. Corgi Booty going to be stepping up. The Banshees to get out just in time. That was nicely played. If they had stunned that out, that would have been a little bad at the start of this game. But we just have the rotations coming out between these two lanes. Now, in the top lane, I like this. They actually have BM going into Manby, and so the Malthiel versus the Samuro, I'm curious to see how that kind of shakes out. I think the Malthiel would win this over, but we'll have to take a peek here and there. Actually, I want to stay up here for just a second as they kind of brought this out. BM getting forced really far back. Actually going to step up here, going to swap out into different clones, but going to get away. And at this time, we have both the teams actually just about simultaneously. They're going to leave Deckard Kane to go ahead and finish out that camp on the left-hand side. But members of Rainbow Spectrum are going to be picking up theirs. And I wonder if OSD sniffs this out. That's the big question here. If they're going to be like, well, they're not showing on map, can we catch them in this rotation? Doesn't look like it's going to be happening, and we just have the lanes being rotated to once again, and everyone just clearing, getting ready for the first Immortal that will be popping up here in the next minute or so. Woven going to get chased. Corgi Booty actually going to get thrown into this Khazra camp. Doesn't look like they have any damage to follow that up, unless some lockdown coming out from Deckard. A blind going to be coming out from Corgi Booty. Shield Glare going to offer quite a bit into some of those autos that will be coming their way, especially with the Samuro too, just making sure it almost nullifies any sort of incoming damage from that. But they have been leaving Sylvanas in bottom just to make sure that they're continually soaking and not missing out on that experience. The rotation gets called out, and you can see Captain Quinn backing off here and just, you know, they don't want to push too far up. They don't want to be staggering any deaths or losing anything, especially with the first Punisher popping up here in the next 45 seconds. Really want to make sure that you're kind of keeping an eye on these rotations. You're making sure that you're not losing soak, and you continue just to keep this game even. But we do have OSD going to go ahead and grab this camp in bottom lane, and I like this. This is a smart play from them. Creating bottom lane pressure while this shrine is going to activate. It's going to force a member to actually stay down here and clear this as Enigmatic steps up, and Captain Quinn going to be getting the heal from Alexstrasza. But if that rotation didn't come out, that could have been really risky. I did see that they were going for the well. I don't know if they actually had it off cooldown, but Corgi Booty going to have to hearth at this time. Meanwhile, on top, DM getting forced back by Woven and Manby. Going to have to hearth themselves, and this looks like the first shrine is going to be started by the members of OSD, and they're controlling this map fairly well, as Trent's just going to be leaving some potions and also getting this dismount in the rotation. But Manby already starting this out. I really like this, that they're just going to go ahead and they say, let's work on this. We have our team to kind of posture in this lower half of the shrine to make sure that there's zoning. Maltheo getting a lot of the clear on this and a lot of value. The rest of the team's going to be rotating in, and it's 6-5, so this is really the time they got to take a fight on the side of Rainbow Spectrum. Shield Glare comes out, and that's what I was talking about, into BM. They're just getting that reveal is going to be big. They back out just a little bit here. They get the toss onto Manby, though. Dragon Form will be coming out. A huge lockdown will be happening. Knockback going to be coming out onto a couple of members of OSD. BM really low here. Is Corgi Booty just harassing this backline. And it looks like at this point they've managed to control this shrine, but I don't think they're winning it out, as they do need to back off. They're going to need to get mana or heal up a little bit here, as there's just going to be some more poke coming out from that Deckard Cain. And I gotta say, this is going to be the first Immortal going over to OSD, it looks like, as we do have Rainbow Spectrum stepping up once again. That toss will be going out into Wolven. They get the lockdown onto a couple of the members here. So much damage is coming out. Orlob is so low, and with just 50. Oh, the Punisher going to get a little bit more. Actually, we have Maltheo cleaning up, as well as Lunara and Jimmy. 3 kills for none, 7-6. The Punisher is starting to open up this gate at 79%. Maltheo already rotating out of the lane to just go ahead and get that soak, continue to keep this experience advantage. And this is going to be a very strong first Punisher, as it's still above 50%. The rest of the team has left it, and they're starting to chase a couple of these kills. BM going to be another death, and they stagger this after the 3 just come back. This is going to be the free for it, and I don't know if they get the keep, but they definitely will do some damage to that front gate, as it looks like Jackster will have to go back. They get the clear onto this minion wave, and they start to step up onto this. Boy, Jump going to be going over. They actually take out the sidewall. They're going to step up a little bit further here. Indomitable going to be used by Orlob just to make sure that they don't get caught out and die here. We have over 20% on the Punisher, as actually it looks like we had Manby go ahead and get a pick onto Captain Quinn. So another death is going to be staggered. They grab this camp as they get out of here, and this will be something else to just pressure the lane while they're able to rotate around and just, I would say grab your camps, push up the lanes. They don't need to be crazy aggressive. They can pressure up for the next Punisher, but the one thing I do have to say, it's going to be 10s to 7. It's a 3-level difference talent tier as well in there, and that's that heroic talent tier, which is huge. Question is, do they look for fights, or they just kind of pressure up the lanes? And at this point, we're seeing just some pressure onto the lanes. Maltheo rotated down into that bottom lane to push into Samuro there. Just this back and forth within these two teams as we actually get this pressure into the mid lane. Orlob going to be popping the Indomitable once again, just walking up a little bit there, looking for that toss, but it did not happen. They're going to go ahead and just take out this mid fort, and they prep this so well for the next Punisher, and I really like this play. The team knows that the next Punisher is going to be in mid, so by opening this up, if they get the next Punisher, that will be pushing on to keep, if not pushing onto core. As there is the blind going to be going out, they go ahead and get the Blessed Shield onto BM, and not even letting them get through their own gate. Deckard locking them down. That is going to be another kill going over to OSD, and at this point, you can see it. The members of Rainbow Spectrum, they're just starting to turtle up. They've got 11-8. They need to let these waves come into them, but OSD isn't really allowing that to happen. You can see Maltheo's pushing up, and they're just creating so much pressure, and they're getting these picks, so it's making like, oh, well, maybe we'll play in front of our keep front gate. Like, no, we'll go ahead and just get a pick on you, or in front of our fort there, I guess. We'll get a pick on you there. So it's just, I gotta say, the plays that they're making are phenomenal at this point. Toss going to be going on into Nemesis, making sure that they don't lose a member here. 12-8, almost a 2 talent tier difference between these two teams as a 4-level gap has emerged. Sylvanas doing their best just to get this clear in the mid lane. Maltheo, though, rotating around the map. Manby just picking up all these camps, creating consistent pressure, and just allowing his own teammates to then just rotate a lane, pressure that up. And you can see that they're not going straight into the keep gates. They're just kind of playing in this fort area, and then they're going to back off. They're going to be doing the same thing in top. They're playing in this fort area. They're going to push that up. Maltheo's going to go ahead and finish out this camp, and that'll create some more lane pressure. Meanwhile, though, Sylvanas is going to get the clear onto these lanes once again, and I gotta say, the nice thing about having the Sylvanas is it does lock down these lanes of pressure, just moving in consistently, so they don't always get pressured onto the gate, and they're not taking damage to their structures. That is a nice factor, but the only thing is, too, is, as we discussed a little bit earlier, is you're trading a lot of damage, but Wolven getting caught out here, but they actually turn this fight around right away. Nemesis going to be falling to Enigmatic as the Leaping Strikes come out. They go ahead and get the last rites onto Garrosh. That is going to be 2 kills right before the shrine is activating the next 15 seconds. Looks like they want to try and take a keep to have some catapult pressure, and I do not disagree with this at all. 2 members down. They really don't have a whole lot that they can siege into the members of OSD. So they'll go ahead and grab this keep. That's going to be some nice pressure onto these members, and this is, Ooh, actually, they back it off. The dragon form actually forces them out. Lunar are going to be stepping back up. They get the lockdown onto the Sylvanas. No kills in that engagement. They had the 2 members come back, but the Shrine is activating now. It's a Frozen Punisher, the second one of the game. They've prepped their lanes quite a bit here. They've got this ready to go. Did they take down the sidewall? I don't think they did. I will say this, though, Manby, they actually left this camp open and just ran back, captured it, and they have that pressuring that top lane. And if they can delay out this fight long enough, that's going to be great for them on the side of OSD, because that camp will get a keep for free if left uncontested. But we do have 10s available for both teams. Am I seeing? Yeah, we have Illusion Master. Okay, Illusion Master on the Samurai. I like this. Okay, okay. We are going to be having that Wailing Arrow from the Sylvanas to kind of shut them down. Cleansing Flame from that Alexstrasza. We have the Warlord's Challenge from the Garrosh and Ring of Frost from Jaina. But it looks like Captain Quinn... BM? Okay. Gonna get that lockdown, though. Frozen Punisher has spawned. They do have a lot of pressure in the bottom lane, so they'll get some value from that. But this could be, I don't know, this is really risky. The way that OSD's been playing this could pressure on to keep. Indomitable going to be used as well from the Garrosh. They get some lockdown onto a couple of these members with that Frozen Punisher. Looks like the Cleansing Flame will be used to kind of zone a few of these members back, but that means you're burning a lot of good healing in that late game for this, and it looks like the Blessed Shield will be coming out. They grab onto Q. That is going to be the Warlord's Challenge out from Orlob. They get the toss. That will be Garrosh falling at this time. Ring of Frost going to be going out into a couple. The Stay a While and Listen will be coming out, and it looks like BM and Captain Quinn aren't going to... Ooh, BM, are you going to make it? It's not going to be happening. Oh my god, I thought the Sylvanas was out too. Enigmatic stepping up, getting that Leaping Strike, and that will confirm another kill. With 3 dead, they're looking to go ahead and end the game here. We'll have to see if they're able to do that. It's just the Jaina and the Alexstrasza left. The shields are starting to come down. You can see the poison from Lunar is really working on that core. Can they end here is the question. 2 members are going to be back in a second. They get the toss. 60%. They actually, Manby stepping up here. They're not stepping out too far. Manby going to be falling, but it looks like they aren't able to focus on these members. Lunar getting the Leaping Strikes, and that will be game, set, match. OSD progressing on to the next round, and oh my god, Rainbow Spectrum will be knocked out. Oh. What a great game. 10 minutes, 28 seconds, losing Malthael once in that entire match. That is absolutely insane to me. Wow. I gotta say, like, OSD, they came out swinging strong. So the way this is gonna work is, at this time, I'm gonna leave the stats up and everything so you guys can check out the stats, and I'll throw it over to Talents in a second. This is an event that's gonna be going on for quite some time, and we're going from 3 p.m. from 3 p.m. Eastern to 9:30 Eastern. So these streams are gonna be going on all the time, and at this point, I really think the best thing that we can do. Oh, Manby already in chat. The game's not even over. Spoilers, Manby. Ouchies. GG, I'm guessing, or stop dying. But that was good. That was really good. Thank you. But this event's going to be going on all day, so my next match is not going to be casted until 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be finding another caster for this event. I'm going to host them over as Murda hosted me, and then set your alarms when we come back at 4:30 Eastern or 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, whichever one you want to kind of go with. We will be having, and I just looked at it, it's going to be, oh, did I close that? So smart. It's going to be Baha's Boys versus Unicorns United, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that real quick, because I decided that it was a good idea to close the schedule. Why close the schedule? Leave it open forever. Okay, yeah, so we'll be back at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time for Baha's Boys versus Unicorns United, and then we'll be following Baha's Boys up until the round of 3. Cat Peach will be joining us for that game, and then we'll fall off, but we'll be continuing to feed this stream into other games and such. I'm currently just going to figure out who we are going to host over. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out this 28 seconds. Oh, that's my own voice. But thank you all for coming out. I'll be back in like 40 minutes. I'll host over someone else so you can at least check out some more games. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit, and we'll be back with more of the ReGen Invitational, the second one.